chunk of our day, but that also makes them a massive target. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the simple but super important steps to lock down your accounts for good. Let's get into it. So I want to start by asking you a question. How secure is your digital front door? I mean, think about it. You lock your front door at home, right? Maybe you even have a security system. It's just what we do. It's time we start giving our online homes that same respect. All right, so let's stick with that idea, your digital front door. Because before we get into how to secure it, we really need to understand why it's so incredibly important, especially right now. Let's talk about what's at stake. And the reason? Well, it's kind of staggering. Every single day, more than 300,000 social media accounts get compromised. Let that sink in. That's not a year. That's every single day. This isn't some rare thing. It's a massive, constant threat that's happening all around us. And, the damage is so much bigger than just losing a few vacation photos. Once they're in, attackers can pretend to be you. They can message your friends, your family, asking for money, spreading scams. They can steal your private info and, well, commit identity theft. It's a total violation that can wreck the trust you've spent years building online. Okay, so how do we fight back? How do we build a better digital front door? Well, the first and most basic line of defense is the lock itself, and that's our password. Something we all use, but honestly, something most of us get wrong. Just look at this. It's such a simple but powerful way to think about it. On the left, you've got something like password 123. We've all seen passwords like this, right? A computer could crack that literally in less than a second. But on the right, that's a passphrase. It's way longer, looks more complex, but here's the secret. It's just a few random words strung together, so it's actually super easy for you to remember. The security difference between these two isn't just big, it's astronomical. So, what are the rules for a great passphrase? It's pretty simple. First off, length is everything. You want to aim for at least 12 characters, maybe more. Then, mix it all up. Uppercase, lowercase, numbers, symbols, the more variety, the better. And the real trick is to pick a random phrase that's easy for you to remember, but impossible for anyone else to guess. So yeah, avoid birthdays, your dog's name, all that stuff. And here's the golden rule, the most important one. Use a different, unique passphrase for every single important website, period. Okay, so a strong passphrase is like having a really good lock on your door. That's a huge step up. But honestly, in today's world, it's not always enough. We need to add another layer, something that makes your account practically unhackable. It's time to add the deadbolt. And that deadbolt is called two-factor authentication. You'll see it as 2FA. The idea is actually really simple. To get into your account, you now need two things. First, something you know. That's your new awesome passphrase. And second, something you have, which is usually a one-time code that gets sent to your phone. I love this analogy because it just clicks. Your passer is the key. But 2FA, that's the security guard standing at the door who asks to see your ID. So even if a hacker somehow steals your key, your password, they still can't get past that guard. It just stops them in their tracks. And the best part? Setting this up is way easier than you probably think. All you do is dive into your account security settings, look for the two-factor authentication option, and just follow the on-screen steps. Seriously, it takes like 2 minutes. Oh, and here's a pro tip. If it gives you the option, choose an authenticator app instead of getting texts. It's just a bit more secure because the codes are generated right there on your device and can't be hijacked. Okay, so at this point, your technical defenses are solid. You've got a killer passphrase, you've got that 2FA deadbolt, but what about you? The human element. Because a lot of the time, the easiest way in for a hacker isn't to break the lock, it's to trick you into just opening the door for them. And that's the whole idea behind phishing scams. It doesn't matter how strong your locks are, if a scammer can just sweet-talk you into handing over the key. So, what do these tricks look like? You gotta learn to spot the red flags. First, watch out for anything that feels urgent or threatening. Messages like, your account will be deleted if you don't log in now. Second, and this is a big one, if anyone asks for your password, ever, it's a scam. Full stop. Also, be super suspicious of weird links or attachments, even if they look like they're from a friend whose account might have been hacked. And of course, the old saying holds true. If it sounds way too good to be true, it absolutely 100% is. All right, we've covered a lot, so let's pull it all together into a super simple action plan. This is your 5-minute security audit, something you can do right now to make a huge difference. Okay, here it is, your 4-point checklist. Number 1, ditch that old password and upgrade to a strong passphrase. Number 2, while you're there, turn on two-factor authentication. Seriously, if you only do one thing after this, make it that one. 3, take a quick look at what apps are connected to your account and just get rid of anything that looks weird or that you don't use anymore. And finally, number 4, just change your mindset a little. Be a little more skeptical. Always think before you click.
And that really brings us to the final, most important point. Because, look, knowing all this stuff is great, but it's taking action that actually makes you safer. So I'll leave you with this question. What is the one thing you're going to do today to make your digital front door more secure?